Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and you are watching Komal Taya. So, guys, how are you? I hope you all are doing fine, and let's start today's video. Today's video is going to be about previous year question regarding second order perturbation, right? So, in the last video, we talked about the very basic theory of perturbation theory, second order perturbation, right? And then we saw some examples like how to do if some excited state comes, and one more example where I told you about this that like second order perturbation is negative and ground state, right? And all that stuff, right? So in this video I'm going to take one previous year question, chemistry previous year CSIR question, right? Second order perturbation. So let's see what that question looks like, right? So just pay attention over screen, guys. So you can see this is sixth question, right? And what does it say? Let's see. This question is CSR Chemistry June 2011 question. So obviously the second order correction perturbation method, these all things are very important. So just pay attention. So let's read the statement first. The unperturbed energy levels of a system are E0 is equal to 0, E1 is equal to 2, and E2 is equal to 4, right? So this is given that unperturbed energy, right? So that is not, that means perturbed means deviated. So unperturbed means not deviated, that means ideal. So these are original things, right? The second order, so these are original one. Unperturbed means without deviation, right? So these are original energies which is given, and this E0, E1 and E2, clear? Now it is given that the second order correction. So second order correction means this one, order. You know order always comes in superscript, so I will write 2 over here. 2 energy for the ground state. So here ground state will come. So I don't know which system the question is talking about. In presence of perturbation V, for which, so obviously E0 is given, fine. So obviously ground state will be 0 only, because ground state can be 0 or 1, like 0 for this SHO and 1 for particle in 1D box, clear? So here you can see, here always state comes, right? So it is not directly mentioned but indirectly given in the question that ground state is 0, because E0 is E0 is given. So that means the lowest state can be 0 also, and the system, the directly system is not given but indirectly state is given, right? So second order correction to energy for ground state in presence of perturbation V, for which, so now this is given perturbation form, right? V1 0, V2 0, V1 2, and these all things are given and has been found out to be. So we need to find this one, and perturbation in this state, in this state has been given, right? So guys, when I was teaching the theory part, for people who are new here, please, it's my request to you, so just go back and see the theory first, then only you'll get to know what I'm talking about, right? For people who have been following me since the start, so you can just keep continuing it. What I want to say that you can see, I told you that V10, how you write del H10 or del H12. Remember that I told you how to write that. Clear? So don't forget that. I'll discuss it again in the solution, but I'm just telling you that this is the short form of something which I'm going to tell in the solution, right? So we'll discuss the solution, then I'll elaborate it more. Clear? So this V10, V20, V12, and this thing I mentioned it, guys, that in the question this like directly, indirectly this thing will be given and you have to calculate something else, right? So let's see, don't get confused. I know you, a lot of you must be getting confused. When I'll be telling the solution, everything will be clear, right? And I'll not leave you with doubts, right? So okay, these are the option -6 0 +6 -8, right? So ground state is given, right? And you need to find second order perturbation in ground state, and so let's see what is the answer, clear? So let's go down to the solution directly. So solution is here only, yeah, it's here. Let me just fix the screen perfectly. Yeah, it is here. One more thing, guys, one more thing I wanted to tell you, one more thing, that here, you know that the second order correction in ground state. So ground state is always negative, right? So directly you just blindly you know that B and C options are directly incorrect. So the only correct option can be between A and between D, right? So the answer can be -6 or -8. Always remember, people who are new here, let me just tell you this thing, that second order correction to the ground state, always it will be always negative. Fine. So the answer can be between this. Suppose the answer this D was given +8. Suppose I'm just saying +8. So blindly you don't even have to solve it. Just take it like this is the correct answer. Fine guys, just suppose if this minus was not given, plus was given, so then you would have just mark it up and you could have scored easily 4 marks, right? So just pay attention over this thing. But unfortunately this time 2 options having minus thing, so we will not be blindly ticking it off, right? So we'll solve it what the question says, and let's go down to the solution. Clear? So this is the solution. I hope this is visible to you, and let's go down to it. Yeah, so E0, E1, E2, these things are given, right? This was given, I'm writing over it. Clear? And del H is equal to V. Now the perturbation has been given in terms of V. You can see in the question, I'm just again telling you that the perturbation has been given like this. Earlier we always write perturbation in terms of del H or del E, right? So you can also write, if it is given in terms of V, so you can also write in del H is equal to V, right? If you are writing del H 21, you can write is equal to V 21. Clear? Anything, you can write x21 also. Anything, whatever is given in the question. So now this time it is given in terms of V, so we will write it in terms of V, simple, right? So let's just do it. Clear? So we will first what we'll do, we'll simply whatever the question is, whatever the information is given, we'll simply first of all we'll write the basic formula which we know how to find the second order correction, right? So let's see how to find second order correction in the ground state. So it will be second order correction, you know, you find delta E, ground state is 0 and state is 2. Clear? And that is the formula. So yeah, you know that how to write it. That is, if it is 0, fine. So you'll find first of all pairs. So you'll write 0 with 1, 0 with 2, 0 with 3, whatever it is, fine. So you'll write all the pairs, all the possible pairs. So just write it down. So what you will do, E0, so it's 0 is there, so you will take this pair 0 1, fine. So you will write 1 0 over here in numerator, 0 will come here. Like it will not make any difference, right? It will not make any difference, but it will create difference. Why I'm writing over here, like just pay attention over this thing. Like if I write psi 1 this del H psi naught square, or if I write psi naught del H psi 1 square, like that, so these things are same, right? The answer will be same. Suppose it is 2 into 3 or 3 into 2, fine. If you'll do the square, the answer will be same only. Answer will be completely same. But why I'm telling you that this 0, whatever is given in the question here state, that will come in later stage. Because what if that star comes over here? What if star comes over here, right? So then star will come on this state. Right guys, star will come over this state, not in this state. Clear? So just pay attention over it, fine. So just pay attention over it, that you'll write over here. Just practice it, that you'll write it. This is a method, that is the correct method to write it, fine. So it would be 1, so it's this whatever it is given, you will write over here 0 and then 1, and then you will here perturb part, fine. Here this is bra and cat, I discussed it in the previous videos, right? So whatever you'll write psi 1 psi naught and then square, you know that, fine. And in the next you'll add it, you'll keep on adding it till the time you reach the thing whatever is given in the question, right? So you will write 0 1, okay. Now I'll take 0 2, fine. So I'll take 0 2. So what I'll do, 0 I'll write later on and 2 I'll write at first stage, fine. At first phase I'll write 2. Always remind this thing. Also I have also written 0 at later stage and 3 at first phase, right? Like when I took this 0 to 3 phase, fine. So I was discussing about this side 2 and perturb part psi 0 and square. Don't forget to put square over here. Fine. In first order perturbation there is no square, so don't get confused between first and second, right? So always remember, in second order perturbation square is there. Also one more thing, don't put the square of whole thing that you are putting square of whole thing. Only numerator square is there. Fine. So just pay attention over it. Don't get confused between first order perturbation and second order perturbation, where to put square and where to not. Clear? So in the third stage, what is happening when I'm taking third couple? So that is 0 3. Fine. So 0 3 means 0 will come at later stage, and then psi 3 at first stage, and in between perturb part will come, and square of whole this thing. Fine. And let me just discuss about this denominator. Fine. Denominator. So that would be, and it will keep on going, you know that it will keep on going. Fine. So let's just see whatever is given in the question, we'll fill it over here, and rest we'll leave it. So just pay attention over here. I'm pretty sure that you'll be a little bit confused about this thing, but just hold on. I'll try to dispel all your doubts, right? So I'll not leave you with doubts. So okay, so I told you one more thing, that whatever is given in the question in denominator, that will come at first. So it is 0 here, it is 0 over here. So in numerator, in denominator and in first phase, E0 will come. E0 and E0. Fine. So original, this not will be same everywhere. Forget about it. Even if you write like this, E0 minus E1, that would be same only. E0 minus E1 not means the original state. Fine. The one which is given, the unperturbed state, which the examiner already talked about. Clear? So let's just see more things over here. So it is E0 minus another state was 1. Fine. So you will write 1, like the reciprocal of this. Fine. Earlier it was 2 0. Like so it is given 0 over here, so you will write 0 and then minus second stage. So second stage is 2, and here in this equation the second stage is 3, so you will write over 3. Clear guys? I hope that is clear to you. If you have any doubts, please feel free to message me in the group, that is Telegram group, or in the comment section, right? So just pay attention over it. And now one more thing I told you in the earlier lectures only, that's why I'm laying emphasis. People who have not seen it, just see the previous lecture, then only you'll be these things will be more clear to you, right? So earlier I told you this thing, that this thing only numerator, you can write it in this form, that whole del h, instead of writing whole this thing again and again, you can write it in this form, del h, and it is 1 0. Fine. So write del h 1 0 square. Square is there, don't forget to put square. And if I have to write this one, so I will write del h. Now what things are there? 2 and 0, so I will write 2 square there. And what things are there? That is 3 and 0, so you will write del h 3 0 square. Fine. So that's what I have replaced it with. So I'll replace this with del h 1 0 square, and I'll replace this thing with del h 2 0 square, and then I'll replace this thing with del h 3 0 square, and denominator will be same. Denominator will be completely same, right? So now what I'll do, I'll put the values whatever is the given, like del h values are also given, and the original value E0, E1, E2 are also given. So I'll substitute the values, right? So now del h 1 0. So del h 1 0, can I replace it with V1 0, because it is given in the question, guys? It is V1 0. Can you see over here? It is V1 0, V2 0, V1 2. Fine. So let's just see how to solve the question further. So it is now this. Yeah. So now what will happen? So del h 1 0 is V1 0. Fine. That is given in the question. So that is 2. So I have written the value of 2, and that would be square. Fine. This is done. And this E0 minus E1. So this E0 minus E1, that would be 0 minus 2, that would be minus 2. Fine. Now coming to the second one, that is 2 0, del h 2 0. So del h 2 0 is V2 0, and V2 0 is 4. This is given. Fine. This is given. So it would be 4, and I'm putting the value of this, and it will be 4 square. Fine. Square is already there. I'm just putting the value. Del h 2 0 is 4. So I'm just putting it over here, and it is 4 square divided by E0 minus E2. So E0 minus E2 would be 0 minus 4. So I have written minus 4. Clear? Plus now you'll be saying that why are you not putting the value of this, because there is nothing over here. So why are you not putting the value of 30, del h 30? Because guys, in the question del h 30 is not given. Can you see over here? Examiner, this is a trick. Please, examiner will trick you here. Just pay attention over it, that he has given 10, 20, he has given 12. So that, like, what you'll do, like people who have only very loose concept regarding second order perturbation, what they'll do, they'll make pair of 10, 20, 12, and they'll solve the question accordingly. No, whatever state is given, you'll make pairs according to that. Now the ground state, in ground state it is asked, so ground state is 0 over here. So all pairs should be with respect to 0. 0 with 1, 0 with 2, 0 with 3, and so on. You can't make 1 with 2, 1 with 3, 2 with 2, like that. You can't make this. Please, don't do it. Don't do it. Fine. The only pair which are permitted over here, that is corresponding to ground state. Fine. So now you know that it does not have 0, it has 1 or 2. Fine, because I want corresponding to 0. It has 1, 2, and I can't put over here. I don't have anything to put this value over here. So what I'll do, I'll neglect this value. I'll not put it anywhere. Fine, this is just to make you, this is just to confuse you up, guys, so that you make one pair regarding this 1, 2, and you put the value over here, and then you solve the question according to all the correct method, and then also you get the wrong answer. Fine, so just pay attention over here. Fine, you don't have to take, also this del h 30 is also not given. Fine, so you'll not put the value of del h 30 also. I told you, you'll take the values till the time whatever is given in the question. So in the question only 10, 20 is given, so you'll take only two things, this one and this one. Fine, this thing I don't have anything to put over here. Fine, so just neglect it, leave it till there, and you will solve only two terms like this. So when you will be taking 2 square, it will be 4 divided by minus 2, plus it would be 4 square, that would be 16 divided by minus 4, and it would be 4 by 2, it would be minus 2, and it would be minus 16 by 4, it would be minus 4, and minus 2 minus 4 minus 6, and this is the answer A. So the A would be answer. Can you see over here? Yeah, so that's A. Answer A is the answer, and that is the correct option. So if you'll solve it, guys, if you'll practice it more, you'll be very used to it, and like it will be very easy. You can solve it like within 2 minutes, and you're good to go. You're good to get 4 marks, right? So I think this question you understood it well, and if you have any doubts, please leave it in the comment section, right?